this video, I'm going to be showing you what's in my backpack. Now this has been a requested video. Some of you have asked to show what I carry in my bag daily, but that's also something that I've been wanting to do. I have always, been thinking about, when I say always, from a very young age, I've always been thinking about what I need to be carrying on a daily basis with me, so that I'm always ready, for everything. Now, this is not a tactical video. This is not a this is not a video about bugging out and stuff like that. Okay. Nevertheless, I would say that this bag would also, in the worst of cases, become a bug out bag. But right now, I would call it a go bag. A bag that I take with me daily, but has everything I need in it. Okay. It's very simplistic. There's not too much for me to break my head about, but then maybe this can inspire you when you pack stuff for your everyday carry. All right. So before I get into the bag, I just want to tell you that this lovely pack by Aventura is going to be in one of your lucky hands. Okay. So at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what to do to register to win this particular backpack. This is a 1000D polyester backpack with moly webbing, a really good backpack for bugging out or even for everyday carry, or even for your hikes and treks or whatever. A very good quality backpack. I have been using this for 2 weeks just to test it out. But this is something that I bought to actually give away to you guys. Okay, so this is how the backpack looks. It's basically a military style moly tactical backpack, but I try to ensure that I never buy these backpacks in the military green colors. And that's because I don't want to, be walking around like someone from the army or someone who's, extremely tactical and stuff. I just want to be looking, like someone, like a regular person who carries a neat backpack, okay? And where I live in India, all these moly thing does not really grab a lot of attention. I know in some places, like in the US, people carrying moly backpacks can become a target, especially in a bug out situation. That's what I've heard of. But here in India, no one even knows what this is for. Okay, so at least for now. Okay, so anyway, let me open up the front. And what I carry here is wet wipes. Extremely important. All right, so you can use wet wipes for disinfection of your hands or a surface when you go somewhere, especially after COVID. This is something that's really important. Now, this can also be used as man wipes, right? Especially if you're traveling or you're stuck in a place and you need, hygiene, you can use this as man wipes. This is just the regular Dettol wipes, okay? I also carry a pair of gloves. Now these aren't your regular gloves. These actually are lined with steel. Okay, this is nylon lined with steel. Now what this does is it becomes cut proof. So in case of a situation where I need to get into a knife fight or something like that, or protect myself against a knife fight, okay, or maybe help someone being attacked, in a fight. Someone yielding a weapon, this becomes really useful. Okay, of course the knife should never pierce this way because it will definitely get into my hand. But if I hold on to the blade, and even if the blade is pulled, I won't get cut. Now another really good use of this is, say someone's in a you witness a car crash and you want to go help someone, or you are part of that car crash and you need to get out of that. This will really help you with dealing with glass. Okay, so ripping off glass, getting the victim out of the car or you getting out of the car, this is really going to help. Now you get these in full arm length as well on Amazon. I'll see if I can find that link as well for you. that will be even more useful, but for now I carry these. So that's about it here, but this is a good large section, like really large, okay? I can fit a lot of things here, so whoever's getting this backpack is going to have a good time filling it up. Now there's a bottom pocket here, and what I carry here are mainly my tactical items. So if you can see that, I have my, this is the Yellow Jackets stun gun. It's actually a phone case as well, but these days I don't really put my phone in there and carry the whole thing. But what I do is I, just carry this as a separate stun gun. Now these are great, I mean not just this brand, but any real stun gun. Now you get a lot of fake stun guns in the market which are inbuilt into a flashlight and all of that. That just gives you a shock, and that it does not really have stopping power. But this is built by people from the US military. This isn't available in India yet, but if you get your hands on a good stun gun, this is a very important tool in your backpack, okay? Then I have one large flashlight and one smaller flashlight. Now this small flashlight has a magnet at the tail end, so I can actually, and this also bends like this, okay? So I can actually attach this to a car, maybe when I stop my car on the side, maybe to change a tire, I can just, have the light on and it sticks onto the car because it has a magnet. And then, I could probably keep the strobe on as well, just to alert people passing, okay? Apart from that, this has a strap. I'm not sure if this is in my bag right now, it must be, but this has a strap that I can actually put on this and attach it to my head and make it, what do you say, what do you call those, headlights? So basically if you're just walking and you need your hands free, say in the forest or something, this can just sit on your head and yeah, whatever it's called. Yeah. Then I have 3 sets of emergency blankets. These are basically insulating blankets that will help protect you in case you're stuck out somewhere in the cold, okay? But what this also does is, now by the way, this opens up into, like a large blanket that you can actually go into. It's just made of thermal insulating material. What these can do, apart from protecting you from the cold, is also provide a waterproof cover for something that you need on the way. Now, I don't know, maybe you're stuck in the rain somewhere and you need to, create a shelter. This is something that you can do, temporarily, right? Or maybe protect your gear or equipment. Yeah, so basically you can use these for multiple purposes. I just carry 3 of them in my bag because they're super light. And in case I'm going with my family somewhere, I have 3 ready emergency blankets with me. So that's it down here. Now again, this is not a complete list of what I carry. This keeps changing, but this is more or less of what I carry. I have a deodorant, okay? If this is something I find really funny. Many people's go bags are so impractical. You have like stuff to make fire and all of that, okay? Like ferro rods and all of that. But you don't have a deodorant, okay? And you don't have, say, man wipes, okay, for your hygiene. These things are important, okay? When you're stuck somewhere and you need, and this could be anything. I mean, you could be, for all you could be traveling in a train, and the train could stop somewhere in the middle of nowhere, and you could be there for a day or 2, right? Or maybe you could be thrown out of the train. I don't know. I have witnessed this. Okay, when I was traveling in general class a few years ago, there was a fight, and one person was thrown out of the train in the middle of nowhere. The person didn't die, of course. I think he was injured a little, being thrown. The train wasn't moving too fast there, so but that guy was stranded. Anyway, so Dio. I don't need to go beyond that in terms of explanation. This is my wallet, very minimalist wallet. I mostly keep my wallet in the bag these days because I don't really make cash payments. I make most payments through my UPI app. I have this thing that will help with wounds, especially mosquito bites, or any insect wound. But this also helps with headaches. Okay, I get headaches often, so a little on both sides of my head really helps. Again, that's medicinal, so you could put that into anything that you require in terms of medicinal carry. I have a tactical pen to write, of course, but in case I need to use it as a weapon, I have a solid weapon on my hand. Okay. I have made a review of this, so if you have not seen that, please go ahead and see it. I have a comb. I don't know how people travel without combs. You need a comb, all right? Especially for a person like me. I mean, with long hair and stuff, you need a comb. Then I have a power bank. Extremely important, because in addition to traveling with all gear in my bag, I have my the most important gear, that is the phone, right, for communication. But in case, even if the network is down and everything is down, I have offline maps on my phone, and I need to ensure that my phone is always charged so I can use those maps to travel. Okay, offline maps, maybe I can make a video on that. It's really important for you to have offline maps on your phone, not online Google Maps, because when you don't have network and you're stranded, you can't use those maps. I have a small lighter. I don't smoke, but this is important for maybe lighting a birthday candle. And I've put this to use so many times. Okay, I've seen people prepare everything for a birthday and have the cake, have the candle, and then run around searching for a matchbox or a lighter, and I just tell them, hey, use mine. Anyway, apart from that, in case I'm stranded somewhere and I need to start a fire, apart from having a fire kit in my bag, I have a simple wick lighter, so I can gather branches and twigs and light it up easily. Okay. I have a 10-liter a collapsible backpack. Okay, this is a simple bag. It's a simple pack rather. So I basically have to just open this, and it becomes a 10-liter backpack. So I can use this in case I have any additional thing to carry on the way. Really important for you guys to carry additional additional packs in your main backpack, because you never know when you need to carry additional things on the way. Okay, I mean, even if you're going for regular shopping and you're carrying a backpack and stuff doesn't fit in this backpack, you always have an additional pack. And I have a sling pouch or pack, whatever you want to call this. This is from Decathlon. Actually, both of these are from Decathlon. So this particular one is important when I'm unable to carry my backpack into particular spaces, like, say, for example, certain shops or certain certain businesses. All right, so I can just pull this out, put whatever important things I require from my backpack into this, put it around my waist, and keep going. Right, so that does it with the front pockets. I'm going to open up the main compartment. Oops. So this has a rain cover on top. I mean, what do you call this? It's basically a cover over the zip. So in case it rains, water doesn't percolate through the zip. So you always need to pull that back before opening the zip, which I'm too lazy to do, so my zip's getting stuck. I mean, the bag zip. What I have here is an empty bottle. Now, I never carry a water bottle full in my bag, okay, because it increases the weight. So I carry an empty bottle and I fill it up. Most places these days have filtered water, so I fill it up in those places. But in case I don't have a place to fill up water, I actually have a water filtration kit in my backpack, which I'll show in a bit. So that's a bottle. I have 2 days worth of clothing in this packing cube. A very simple packing cube that I bought from Amazon. 2 days worth of clothing. Sometimes when I want to go extra light, I just reduce it to one pair and maybe just go to a restaurant, so I don't need 2 pairs, right? But see, clothing is really important, guys, when you're traveling anywhere. Like say you're going to a restaurant and you spill coffee over your clothing, you immediately have an extra pair of clothing to change, right? And you always need to be carrying extra underwears, extra socks and stuff like that. So I don't know why people don't carry extra clothing. Say you're just out with friends and they say, hey, come over, stay at my place. You never have to say, hey, I don't have anything to wear, because you have clothing with you. Again, EDC is not only about tactical use or bug out, right? It's about everyday convenience or everyday use and everyday preparedness. So the clothing is really important. And speaking about preparedness, I recommend everyone to be carrying a medical kit in their backpacks. Now this is a full medical kit, and I put it to use multiple times, okay? There was a guy once passed out because he had a fit, and he was frothing from his mouth, so I was able to help him, and he survived. He was almost dead. There was recently a woman and her daughter traveling on a scooter met with an accident. I was able to stop, get the crowd to move away, because all they do here in India is stand and watch the person bleeding. So what I did was I just opened it up, I dressed the wound, and with some help I took the duo to a hospital, and they were fine, right? So apart from helping out other people, you need it for yourself and your family. Please take some kind of class, or even go on YouTube and learn how to do basic first aid. You know what? You will thank me for this. For telling you this, because say it's your own family member in a critical condition, or say someone in your family is getting a heart attack or something. You need to know exactly what to do. You need stuff like aspirin in here. You need if you want to give mouth to mouth, you have something like this, right, to give mouth to mouth to someone, if you know what that means. Not a kiss for sure, but in terms of first aid. So make sure you always carry a medical kit in your bag. I can't stress that enough, guys. And one of the most important things I carry is a fixed blade knife. Okay. This is the Mora knife. This is the robust. Now, in case I'm stranded anywhere, all right, this knife is going to keep me going. This can not only be used to cut simple stuff, or to start a fire, but this can also help you to chop wood and all that. This is extremely strong. So again, I recommend you buy a good quality brand like Mora or Gerber or Gerber, or however you pronounce that. Please do not buy those cheap Columbia knives and other rubbish from Amazon or wherever. Okay, even if it looks good, your knife can look as simple as this, but this is one of the best knives in the world. I'll make a review of this, all right? This blade can withstand anything in fact, okay? And this is not even a full tang knife, but it can go through intense torture and still keep its sharpness, still keep its edge, and help you in that emergency situation. Also, not to forget, in case I need to use something like this for self-defense, I have it in my bag, okay? Okay, I generally keep my laptop here, but it's not here right now. So that does it, I believe, for my main pocket. Now on the side pockets here, so in one of the pockets I have this. This basically has 2 large pepper sprays. Am I psychotic? No. A pepper spray is one of your best self-defense tools. Listen to me. This thing can save you, from a situation, even life-threatening situation, and you will never regret carrying one of these. Now, why I carry 2 large ones is because in case I need to use it for crowd control. For example, I live in a country that is communal, all right? If someone's fighting with you on the street, you'll have another 50 people who will join him without even knowing what has happened, just because that person speaks the same language, or maybe is from the same job type. Like for example, if a rickshaw driver gets into a fight, he has 100 rickshaw drivers backing him up without even knowing what happens. That's just an example, but a pepper spray this big one here can keep at least 50 to 70 people away from me, and I can get to a safe space. Very important, especially during riots and stuff like that, okay? You need to have a pepper spray. If not big ones like these, carry at least 2 smaller ones. Oh wait, I'm not finished the other stuff in this bit. So what I also carry in this, the straps here. So this strap basically goes onto that small flashlight I showed you earlier, and this becomes a headband with a headlight or whatever you call it. I have 2 signal. Half of the time I don't even know what these things are called, but this, I can just connect this to my flashlight and use it as a baton, okay, for signaling. I have 2 colors. But what I can also do with this is I can hang it, say, in a tent. I can reduce the brightness, of course. Okay, I can hang this in my tent, and it becomes like a small tube light on the go. Isn't that nice? I have 2 colors. Say I want to use red. Red is, especially if you're traveling in a forest and camping, red is a good color to use instead of white. Okay. So I have, but I can also use that to signal in case I need to. And these things are super light, guys. I mean, you can never regret carrying one of these, but you can always regret not having something in your backpack, okay? So even if you think some things are, like, what will I do with that? Please think again. Especially if it's light, carry it. Now I have a knife sharpener. This is from Decathlon. This is by Solognac. This basically is going to keep all my knives sharp. Now I always carry a knife on my person as well in my pocket. So I have another knife in my bag. This is going to keep it sharp. Now I'm also buying another knife sharpening tool from Victorinox, which I'm going to use for my larger knife. That would be a better tool than this. But it's very important to have a knife sharpener. Then I have a ferro rod. Now, this is like the extreme of extreme preparedness case, okay? I have a lighter in my bag, but say I'm stuck somewhere for many days or the lighter stops working, I always have a ferro rod to start fires, right? So this is a very small ferro rod. And ferro rods last you a lifetime, okay, if you take care of them well. I'll leave a link of this in the description, but this is a nice small one that you can carry. This will last you 50 years, 100 years, you can never tell. But this is, you're going to really thank yourself for carrying this in case your country, breaks out into war and you're stranded, or you're traveling somewhere, you're stranded and you need to light a fire and your lighter is not working. Have this. Have a bunch of cotton, and if you can, carry some Vaseline in a small bottle. I actually do that, but it's not right now with me. It's on my dressing table, but add some Vaseline to a little cotton and it becomes, it just catches the spark and catches fire. In fact, I'll make a review of this so that you get some idea about it. And in the front pocket here, I carry some tape. You always need tape. I mean, never underestimate what tape can do for you. I don't even need to tell you what you can do with tape, right? And I carry multiple rubber bands in here, like lots of them. I think there are 100 rubber bands in here. Again, rubber bands, you need rubber bands to bind stuff, so extremely important. You can also use zip ties, right? That's something I don't have right now, but I'm planning to add that to my backpack. And finally, guys, I hope you guys are still with me. I have, in the last pocket, I have an entire water filtration kit. which is extremely light, extremely light. I mean, this does not take up much space in your bag. And this thing here is a Sawyer, let me just remove the main unit. This is the Sawyer squeeze. This little piece of equipment can filter a lifetime of water for you, a lifetime. It's an extremely popular filter, and you know, it can filter thousands of gallons of water, and you can use this for a lifetime. Now, this also screws onto a regular bottle. So in case you remember in the beginning I said, in case you don't find a good source of water, I can just put whatever water I get in this. When I say whatever water, I need to ensure that it's not a source of viral infections, okay? Because this does not filter viruses. You can always you can keep a bunch of tablets in your bag, water filtration tablets that you can drop in here and then filter it through this. So that kills the viruses as well. But this will filter all the dirt and all the other stuff that shouldn't be getting into your body. You just open it up here and drink. So this is an excellent thing, not just when you're lost somewhere in the middle of nowhere, but even when you're traveling abroad and you don't have access to good water. Yep, so I'm not going to take you through the entire thing, maybe create another video about how to use this, but I have a water filtration kit in my bag, so I'm never stranded without water. The other things that I don't have right now that I do carry is a laptop. Okay, I either put it here at the back or in the laptop section. By the way, there's another pocket here that you can use for a bladder, water bladder, or even your laptop. I also carry snacks. A lot of these bars, non-perishable protein bars and stuff like that, freeze-dried food, because food, water, shelter, these are very common things that you need when you're traveling, right? I have clothing as well. And in case I need to create temporary shelter or get into a warm space when it's freezing cold, I have the emergency blanket. So again, this is not a complete bug out bag. This is not a complete bug out bag, okay? And neither is this a complete EDC backpack. But you can, clearly tell that there's, I have paracord on my hand, okay? So in case I need rope or paracord, it's always here. I also carry extra paracord. I don't know why it's not here right now. It must be somewhere. I'm renovating my place and it's a complete mess, so a lot of things are all over the place. But this should give you a fair idea about how you can actually carry as a prepared person. Whether you're just traveling, I'm a biker, so in case I'm traveling on my bike, going somewhere, I have everything I need on me, right, for everyday use or an emergency. Okay, but even if you're just traveling or if you're just going out to a restaurant, you always have stuff on you for self-defense, for water purification, for food, for clothing, for first aid, lighting, etc. You have medicines, you have everything you need on you, and that's a well-prepared person. Now it's very important, one last point before I end, it's very important for you to not make your backpack heavy. Carry as light as possible. Everything that you're buying should be as light as possible, but of good quality. For example, the Mora knife. Where did I keep that knife now? Yeah, the Mora knife is one of the best knives in the world, but it's lighter than most of the rubbish knives that you get, the rubbish survival knives that you get on Amazon. So this is light, but this can batten into wood, right? It can help me during, say, forest survival time as well. That brings me to the end of this video, guys. I hope you liked it. Now, here's the thing. I want to be giving this away to one of you lucky winners. Now, what you need to do to win this is I want you to write down in the comment section. So I'm going to put the steps down and pin it up in the comment section. But the first step is to write down what you would carry in your go bag or for your preparedness bag or your everyday bag. Not what you carry only right now, but what you would want to carry. And I want you to use that list as a reference point to come back in the future and actually look at stuff and say, hey, I need to buy this, this, and this. So you can make that list, and you don't need to buy everything at once. Buy it slowly. Build your bag slowly. It's so important to build your bag slowly. I hate buying bug-out bags like with pre-filled stuff. Build it slowly. Make it yours, compatible to you. That's the first step. Okay, and step number 2, share this channel to 2 or 3 of your friends and make sure they subscribe. And I'm not saying just to anyone. Look around you and see if your friends require content like this and ask them to subscribe. I'm above 500 subscribers right now, not I, but this channel. And once I hit 1,000 subscribers, one of you is going to get this bag. And I'm going to ship this internationally, so it doesn't matter where you are. Make sure you share it, okay? Share the channel, ask them to subscribe. The moment we hit 1,000 subscribers, and I hope we do it before December, this bag is going out. Anyway, that's it, guys. Watch out. If you're not subscribed to my Instagram handle, please go and do it right away, because I'm going to have separate giveaways there as well. I'm putting separate content there. So go and subscribe there. Make sure you share that with your friends as well. Anyway, this video is long and I hope not boring, but it has given you a lot of information. You guys take care of yourselves and be prepared. Bye-bye.